channel. So I've had this bag since I think about 2017, and I was looking through my entire catalog of videos where I've talked about this bag, featured this bag, suggested it as an affordable alternative to a whole bunch of other different bags, but I realized that I've never actually done a dedicated review to it. This is also a video request from KWSHOPS2478. Thank you for pointing this out, that I never actually talked about and discussed this bag really at length. Now, I do have one video from shortly after I purchased it where I removed the original strap from it. I'll be sure to leave that video linked here in the info cards as well as in the comments section or description box. Somewhere there, if you want to see that one, you will definitely be able to find it. But we're gonna get into the facts and stats on this bag, why I love it and why it is a great bag, a great vintage selection that can work for any collection. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Katherine and my channel is KWSHOPS. So I worked in the luxury pre-loved resale industry for about 10 years. Here on YouTube, I give tips, tricks, and insights into different aspects of the luxury resale market. One of our main mantras here is, what? Handbags are not reliable financial investments. So if you would like real, practical, usable advice about the luxury resale market and how to make better buys, how to clean up your bags, a little bit about authentication, then I definitely recommend hitting the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. And if you have any questions at all about the resale market or anything like that, then be sure to drop those in the comments. So this is a vintage Louis Vuitton bag. Now, they made this bag for probably close to about 15 years, I want to say. I've seen them as early as maybe like 1987, possibly a bit earlier than that. Mine is a birth year bag from 1990. These are great selections if you want to get a birth year bag for yourself or gift one to someone else. Louis Vuitton is really awesome because they have the dates stamped inside of them, and provided that the person you're shopping for a birth year bag was born in the mid to late 80s and later, it's very easy to check out the dates on the inside of the bags. That said, the Saint Cloud I think is one of my very favorites of the vintage collection. I have it in the GM size. It comes in 3 other sizes, this being the largest. So mine we have obviously in monogram coated canvas with the LVs. It has the vachetta leather trim. To be very honest, this darkening is mostly from my own storage and use. When it came to me, it was much lighter than this. I haven't polished the brass on it or anything like that. A lot of the time, some of the sellers in the resale market will polish them up so that they're much shinier and much more bright, like a more brighter gold. But I really like the look of the old style, and I just thought it gave the bag character. Basic construction on this bag is that, as you can see, it is a flap style, it's like a saddle style flap bag. It has a snap button closure here on the inside. In the back, there is a large pocket that is a really great size to fit a phone. Example. I have a smaller size phone, but it does fit a larger one as well. The inside is lined in textured leather with one zipped pocket on the interior. Now, as this bag was redesigned and re-released in like a couple of years ago. It doesn't have the exact same line. It's a lot rounder and a bit shorter. But if you are looking for some of these out there on places like eBay, they will come in a variety of different types of wear. So the first thing you want to look out for is the inside pockets. I have a video where I show you guys how to clean that out. You just use acetone, gloves, and like some cotton pads. I'll definitely leave that linked in the description box as well. Definitely one that you want to check out. But it's a pretty easy fix. You can find these anywhere from like the $300 range out there on the vintage and resale market. So this bag is perfect for me as an everyday bag. So as I mentioned, I removed the original strap because I'm a bit on the taller side and it was a little bit too short for me to wear as a crossbody. I updated it with a newer strap that is adjustable. I do mostly carry it on the shoulder, but it does give me the option to crossbody, and I can adjust it to 6 settings. This I purchased new from the boutique, and I did all of this and I haven't honestly looked back. I do, however, have the same bag in green epi leather with the original strap, so I'll show both side by side. So the Saint Cloud comes in 3 sizes. It also comes in a variety of different leather colors. I believe I've seen, like, it's super rare, but I've seen one of these out there in Damier Ebene. Now, I've said that I don't necessarily want to expand my Saint Cloud collection, but if I ever come across one of those at the right price, I might have to go back on that one. The epi came around in, I would say, the early to mid 90s. It came in a number of different colors. Personally, my favorite ones are the black and the really beautiful like cognac color. I definitely still have my eye on getting one of those. So the inside of both the epi and the monogram of the Saint Cloud are lined with a textured leather here on the interior. I mentioned that I really like this as an everyday bag. The usability and functionality on this are absolutely perfect. It's a good casual style. It is able to fit a ton of things. Now, I tend to go for bigger bags and things that are a lot more spacious than this, but you do have like a relatively good amount of room here on the inside. This is a tall bag as well as having like a little bit of depth to it without being too big. So I haven't seen the PM or MM size in a really long time, but I do know that I think this is a good versatile size for most everyone. One thing I don't typically love with flap bags is that they can be fussy sometimes. However, what I really appreciate about this one is that it is weighted properly so that the flap gravity just kind of like brings it back to the place where it's supposed to go, and you're able to snap it in. So it clicks into place really nice and securely. Now, obviously we're talking about older bags. It's really easy to get in and out if it doesn't take a whole bunch of like, you know, brain cells and coordination in order to do so. And it's just a really classic style from Louis Vuitton. Now, as these are older bags, you should be expecting some level of wear to them. Now, of course, you can find the more expensive ones out there in the resale market that are going to be in better condition, sometimes pristine because they've been sitting in the back of someone's closet for 30 years. But generally speaking, most of the ones you're going to find in the market are going to have some wear to them. First and foremost, if you're going for the monogram canvas, you should expect some darkening, some water spots on the patina. It's not a big deal. It's a part of the like aging process of these bags, and I really happen to like it. So back then in the late 80s and early to mid 90s when this bag was made, the hardware on these is brass. So if you want to, you can clean it up using a solvent like Brasso, and it will turn this darker patinaed brown metal into nice shiny gold. I haven't opted to do that, but that is definitely an option. Nowadays, Louis Vuitton just uses gold tone metal, and I don't believe that Brasso will work on it in quite the same way. But it's not brass. It's not like any type of like cool special metal to my knowledge. And that's why a lot of people really prefer the vintage, because the quality is just so much better. So now I have the lining removed on the inside pocket of my bag. So what happens over time with these bags, especially inside of the pockets were initially lined in a type of like microfiber. Now if you look on the inside of the bag, it's lined in a textured leather. That is not, so the material used on the inside lining of the pockets was not the same leather. It was like a microfiber type of material, and due to the age and storage potentially in like damp or very tropical settings that a lot of these bags ended up in, that material sort of disintegrated over time. Now, when you go to the eBay listings, a lot of the time they refer to this as like the pockets being sticky. That might be like a translation thing. I wouldn't really describe it in myself in English and having like seen it and know what's going on as sticky. It's more of like the fiber is kind of disintegrating off of it. I have a video where I clean one of these up and just show you how to get that out of there. It kind of what it feels like is almost like fleece is what it feels like now, kind of. That's nothing to worry about. It is kind of like the natural aging progression of that sort of material. The other thing to look for, just due to the use of this bag, is creasing right in through here. This one has it, and I'm gonna see if my green one has it. We're gonna see if the green one has it as well. The green one does not have it, but that's because it's made of a slightly different material. But you can see that it kind of like wants to do it, but this material is like this is 2 pieces of leather, whereas this is leather with canvas. So this one's going to be a little bit thinner. I think that these are going to be epi ones are going to be a bit sturdier if that's what you're in the market for. But once again, this is just on the inside. This isn't something that you can see from the front or from the exterior. The only other thing I can note about the hardware is that sometimes the zippers will get sort of like a blue residue that kind of reminds me of like crayon wax, and that, you know, just comes off with Brasso or something like it as well. But again, these are normal, natural, and you know, a lot of the time you'll find these for really, really good deals on the resale market. This one, I'm pretty sure I bought in 2017 for like $300 or $400. They're kind of all over the place depending on the condition that you find them in. I'm going to leave, I'm going to link to eBay where they have a lot of great ones. There's so many of these out there on the market, and I can't recommend them enough. So I've had this one for over 5 years, but this is a 30-year-old bag. This is a 30-year-old bag, and we are literally the same age. I use this one all the time. It fits a ton. It's a great everyday bag. These make great gifts, especially once again if you're looking to give someone a birth-year bag. Let me know if you have any questions about this beautiful classic bag, or if you have any other bags you'd like me to review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review video. Let me know if you have any other suggestions. Thank you, K Kenyon, for suggesting this one to me. If you watching have any other questions or videos you'd like to see here on my channel, then just shoot me a comment down below. You can send me an email. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm at miss.kwshops. Sorry it's long, but KWSHOPS unfortunately was taken, which is annoying. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!